Thank you very much for having us. It's a great pleasure. It's a big challenge, actually, because some of you might have been applying for a job in my companies. I don't even know that. I'm a former Navy SEAL from the Danish Marine. I've been working for Recruitment GmbH in Stuttgart. I'm born German, by the way. I've been working for IBM as a business development manager for many years. Then I started in 1984 my business consultancy, which is Hadler DMC, where we do business consulting internationally. And then we started Hadler DMC after I had 6 years as an interim manager for Tivoli. So we do events, we do team building, outdoor, whatever. I'm still climbing trees. And we do a lot of projects like meetings, conferences, congresses, and business development. We have clients like Hyatt. I travel a lot. So that's what we do. I have been running my own business since 1984. I know I don't look that old, but thank you. I actually got 3 companies. I'm also on the board of other 5 companies, so I have seen a lot of applications in my time. I actually have been making around 400 individual job hunts, search, whatever recruitments in a year when I was younger. Now I only do a few ones. Within the last year, we have employed 4 people coming from outside of Denmark. He's one of them. Okay, what's happening out there? If you're sitting in my position, I'm a busy guy, but what is it that really hooks me? What is it that really tricks me when I'm sitting there? It is the unexpected. It is the one thing that makes me jump in the seat. Someone who tells me that they got something that I cannot live without. When you come to think of it, I mean, if someone was trying to sell you toilet paper right now, you would probably say, hey, go away. Go away. Toilet paper is uninteresting, right? Unless you're sitting on a toilet and there's none. Then it's interesting, and that's what it's about. This message that person brings through to me about what I cannot live without is the trick, is the important thing. I will support David in his, he was pursuing me. He was everywhere. He popped up on LinkedIn, he popped up on Facebook. It was just before he put things in my windshield wipers, just to tell me that he was there. He was always there. When I opened my eyes, David was there. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that he knew exactly what to tell me. And that was, you cannot live without me. Because I got something that you don't. So he triggered my interest. See? People like me don't hire people on a long CV. I'm sorry to say. I have seen thousands of CV. I got one today. It was the most boring reading I've ever seen. They all look the same. Hello, I don't know who you are. I know you have a company, and I would like to have a job because I'm very interested in that company. I cannot spell it right, but I know it's there. See? That's what I'm facing every day. It is so boring, it's uninteresting. I even get applications written in languages I don't understand. Yeah. And that goes for Italian, it goes for Romanian, it goes for a lot of languages that I don't understand. Would you imagine my life sitting there getting a letter from someone and I can't read it? How the hell is that person expecting me to give them a job? Okay? So, basically, tell me what you got and why I cannot live without it. Tell me that you understand what I'm doing and why I need it. That's the second thing. You have to search for that thing. David said it indirectly. Okay, they're going into the Italian market. We didn't at that time. But it could be. I speak Italian. Hey, I'm here. We are focusing on sales. Hey, I'm a good salesperson. He was telling me whatever I needed. So, then again, I looked at him and said, okay, this guy is very persistent. That's a salesperson, right? He keeps coming back. Ladies, you know how that is. You can't resist them after a certain time, right? So I said, okay, we can have the first talk, but don't expect anything. You know that too, ladies. So he came, he told me everything about how good he is, how important he was, and how much he could do for my company. And I said, well, let's see, go back, and we'll see later. And he came back again with another idea, another new idea. He followed us, as I said. What do we hire on? A long CV? No. I hire people by their attitude. I hire them by the understanding of what I'm doing. Then I'll train them all the skills. I'm pretty sure that David can confirm this, that there's not a week without education in our company. Not a week. Because that's how we build people in our company. So if they got the right attitude, then we can train them the rest. That's not a problem. So it's basically, again, back to the things that be persistent, find exactly that need that you can fill in a company. Find exactly that one thing that will trigger that general manager and sell that. And you can only do that by telling it again and again and again. All the thing about pursuing ideas, pursuing the company profile, finding out what can I do for them is extremely important. Because I'll give you 10 seconds, maybe 20, when I read your email. If you haven't caught me then, sorry, you're probably out. Does this make sense? So how many of you will send emails out tonight to people who you have tried to, once or twice? How many of you will do that? You're boring people, come on. Get your butts out and do it. It's a question of action. I haven't built my companies by sitting saying, well, maybe. You have to do it. And you can do thousands of failures, and then you get the one right. Okay? So do the failures. That's what you learn from. Okay, 2 minutes? 1 minute. 2 minutes. She's very strong. Very strong lady. She said, look me into my eyes. You will see when I got free thinking, right? I won't say more. I hope you got the message. Be persistent. Go for it. Tell us what you can do. And you will get a chance to do it. Actually, we say to people, you can give 3 months, a chair, a table, show me what you can do. If you can do it right, you got a job. We say that to people. And I only got masters employed, by the way, so that's what we do.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Very inspirational. I have a question for you, very short one. Would you rather prefer a call or an email from a relevant candidate?
I rather prefer the phone call, actually.
Can you give us your number?
See, that's a tricky one. No, but I'd like to emphasize why. The reason is that I get approximately 200 to 250 emails a day. We are running an international business, so we get emails all the time. So I wouldn't say you would drown in the list. But you see, most of the ones who are seeking a job in my company do the same error. They send the email to our booking address, which is a mutual email address for all our clients. That's what they found on the webpage. So the email is just hanging there, and nobody's really taking care, because David is busy doing his projects, and Christina is, and so forth. So it's just hanging there. But if someone calls and said, hi, I got something you can't live without. I want to send an email to the boss who's in charge of recruiting. What's the email address? Then you might be instructed to send it to booking anyway, but then we know it's coming. And then we say, okay, that was someone proactive. We got another funny one this morning. What's one this morning? Hey, I find your company very interesting. I want to know what email address to send the CV to. See? That was it. But at least we reacted to it. Differently, though. I mean, David was almost to delete it. I said, hey, come on, this guy is doing an effort.
Basically, if you work in Denmark, you will have your customers built up here, and you'll keep your database, right? But then if you, most of your life you worked abroad and you don't have it, do you still consider those people working for you as a sales?
Yes.
That was a very good
That was a
question.
very short one. No, because you can sell, and you know how to sell yourself. You got the stamina, you got the, you have straight your back, you look me in your eyes, my eyes, sorry, and you say, I can sell. That's what you're saying. That's why I'm saying yes, right? I don't know what you can sell, and how you can sell it, and to whom you can sell it. But I'm pretty sure you can sell, because you're not sitting, hiding in the corner. You're standing there, and you was actually walking towards me all the time, from behind, right? So I know when I see a salesperson. So tell me, how many of you will employ me in your next managing job? 1, 2? Employ me? I mean, I'm getting gray, I'm getting older, I need probably a job in a few years, right? So how many? Give me your arms, how many will employ me? All of you with your raised arms, I want you to think tonight, what the heck you're thinking about. You don't even know me. Don't fool yourself. I sold myself for what, right? Tap dancing? Anyway, this was just to give you a little bit of provocation. You need to think, you need to start to think about yourself. You said it so well when you point at others. Don't be victims. I see too many victimized. I see too many people sitting here with like, oh, it's so tough on me. The world is so hard. My shoulders can't bear it. Forget it. You're good. You're good looking. You're great. You got the youth. You probably got the energy as well. I know this is Mr. Singh. How the hell do I know he's Mr. Singh? Because everybody with a turban is Mr. Singh. Is that right? Good. That's knowledge. But apart from that, go out there, knock them dead. You got the potential. Okay? Thank you.